Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Today is the 18th of December 2021 and that means that we are only 6 beers away from Christmas and we are gonna open up number 18 in the Brussels Beer Project Advent Calendar. We've had a good run so far. We've had some not so special beers, we had some very special beers, and as we are nearing the end I am expecting some surprises, so let's see what we are getting. By the way, you might have seen that the decor is changing, and I'd like to thank one of my neighbors for this lovely triple Karmeliet sign. Thanks a lot, man, much appreciated. Number 18, that's 12, it's 20s, all the way up in the corner. That means it's not gonna be an easy one to pry out of there. Another blackface can. Will it be a Brussels Beer Project can or a collab? Yeah, I already recognize this one. The Dark Sister. A nice simple design, black and red can. And actually know this beer because a good friend of mine, Michael, who is a Brussels Beer Project crowdfunding contributor, once gave me this, and I believe this started out like years ago, almost 10 years ago, somewhere around the beginning of the Brussels Beer Project, as a joke. They wanted to make a Christmas beer that's not really a Christmas beer, and Dark Sister came out. So I do believe they jokingly call it the Delta IPA's evil twin, because it's so dark and experimental, and it's one of their steady values. Also, this is it's not a porter or a stout or even a classic winter beer. As it says on the can, it's a Belgian black IPA. It's more of a hopped IPA beer with roasted malts, a variety of malts, if I recall well. And funny detail is the alcohol volume, the ABV is 6.66, and this one is older than the Duvel 666. Just emphasizing that dark little edge of this beer. A lot of humor in this one. Let's see what the can says. Dark Sister, the ruthless Dark Sister. When everyone thinks she's dead, she comes back to haunt us. And that is right, actually, because it has been out of production and it came back, and apparently the public always wants it back. A fan favorite since we started, and Delta's evil twin. Yeah. She's an obscure temptress, long-lived Dark Sister, back again from beyond the grave. Yeah, she keeps coming back. Pilsner, aroma, special B, malted wheat, an M. Roost 900 grain, creamy head with malty and dried berry aromas. Okay. Hops, Challenger, Hallertau Mittelfrüh, Citra, Mosaic and Cascade. Citrus and exotic with hints of spice. And a US-05 yeast that should be crisp and dry. I love how much information they give on this can. Like for example, the yeast, yeah, I already told you guys several times that I don't know anything about yeast, and I like that they at least give us a hint of what the yeast should bring to the beer. Okay, so what I get out of this is creamy head, malty dried berry aromas, probably a full mouthfeel, full taste, citrus, exotic with hints of spice. Well, I have drunk this beer, but it's been, I think, about 2 years since I had this the last time, well, pre-corona, and I do remember that this has a pretty full creamy mouthfeel, and it had some spiced hints and a bit of exotic flavors. It's a special one, so yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. Let's just open it, because back then I just drank the half a beer and then I didn't look at it in any critical way. Also, I already get the exotic aromas in my nose and in my throat right now, even from this distance. I get a bit of pineapple, maybe some starfruit, mango. And there it is. There is the roasted malt. Not burnt or anything, just, yeah, toasty, roasted. It's not a porter, so. Also, I gave you the description, and now look at how light and how clear this is. This is a very nice clear beer. And when it comes to color, it's a bit like a special Belge or an amber beer. Reminds me of a Bolleke, de Koning. A very nice dark copper orangey amber color. And a nice big head of foam. I like a lot of foam. That's off-white, slightly beige. A lot of bubbles protecting our beer. Yeah. Again, some very nice exotic aromas, tropical aromas. No sharp or bitter hints at all. So let's taste. Yeah, very complex, very well balanced. And there's a lot going on in this beer. I do get a hint, yeah, some spicy hints, a bit of nutmeg maybe, although it's not in the beer, because they brewed this without the spices. All the spicy flavors we get are all from the yeast and from the hops, from the malt. Very full mouthfeel. Tastes slightly more alcoholic than it is. It doesn't taste like a 6.5 ABV. It tastes more like an 8-9%er. A bit of booziness in there, and I think that's the CO2 cooperating with the roastiness of the malts. Also, there's not much bitter hop in there, and I think because of that the CO2 lifts up the bitterness of the roasty malts. Yet very drinkable. The aftertaste is more dark, more dry. Again, the roasty flavors, but maybe some nut flavors. Yeah, in the aftertaste. Not really getting the berries out of here. But altogether, it's a very nice beer. Very well made, very well balanced. Beautiful color. And I do get the idea of making this a Christmas or a winter beer. It does have the spicy hints, the nuts, the dark taste, like the dark malts, and yet it's a bit sweet, a bit dry. It's yeah, a very nice combination for me. It has a lot of factors that I love in a beer, so yeah, that's about it, guys. Let's keep it under 10 minutes today. Yeah, let's see you again tomorrow for number 19 of this lovely pack. And cheers. Comment, like, subscribe, everything you want. Or don't.